And you also are a business paragon in comedy. You have changed the way people will be doing things, really. I believe that what you did by owning your own show, going on the internet, selling it directly to the customer, will change everything. And it should have been done years ago.
And I was in a position where I was making my show. I had a production company.
Yeah.
And I was a highly watched comedian. So I had a chance to do it any way I wanted to. So I thought, let's try this. And by the way, if it hadn't worked, I could have just then sold it to Showtime or HBO. It wouldn't have mattered.
Right, because you had the act and you had it.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I'm curious to see how stuff works. To me, I felt like a scientist. I was like, what would happen if we did it like this? And it really, really worked. It was crazy.
Now, the other thing is though, you're giving away your act.
Yeah.
So you have to then, when you go on the road...
Yeah, I got a new one.
You got a new one.
Yeah, all the jokes on that special are burned now.
So what's the process? Do you go to little clubs still? Do you go someplace to try something out?
Yes, I go to clubs in New York, and sometimes I go to LA to do it, to places like Largo. Mm-hmm. So I usually start the year with like 5 minutes of jokes. Mm-hmm. So I'll do 10 minutes, which is 5 minutes of jokes, 5 minutes of just kind of heaving and bombing and sweating.
Yes. It's the oddest job in the world because you only succeed by failing.
That's right.
Yeah,
you have to sweat it out.
You have to sweat it out.
You have to have a bad time. And if you're afraid to be bad, then you won't develop.
Right.
A lot of comedians, they have their year of developing their act, and once they have a safe 45 minutes, they're like, I ain't moving anywhere. Like, I ain't gonna feel like that again. Yeah. And that was me for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And then I realized I have to invite the awful, because that's the soup. That's where the shit is made.
Yes. Yeah, so this process of having to be bad, when you're more famous, is it easier to be bad than less famous?
No, because you have pressure. Everything is a zero-sum game, so it's like they're really excited when you get on stage.
They're happy to see you.
Yeah, they go crazy.
They go crazy. So they're giving you the benefit of the doubt in a way that you never had it.
You get it for about 30 seconds.
Yes, exactly.
And after that, with stand-up, you just can't do it.
No, it's true.
You get one joke benefit of the doubt, and you can actually burn it completely with that joke.
Yes.
If the joke doesn't work, they're really pissed off now, because they're like, this fucking guy is probably rich, and this guy is wasting my time. And also, people love saying what they would love to say. People really enjoy saying, I got to see great comedian X,
right,
and he was really great. But they love to say, I saw that guy, he sucked. I saw him.
Yes.
He's not that good. That feels good to say. I like saying that about somebody. That's fun to say that. So it actually, sometimes when you go up and you get that, if you get that big cheer, you actually want them to feel that way. You want to get it behind them, behind the 8 ball. If you want to get a real test of your material, you need to see it fight upstream.
Yes.
If you're riding the crest of applause and you tell a bunch of jokes and they laugh, you haven't really learned anything and your material isn't getting any better.
Yes.
But if you can say one thing to just kind of make them unhappy after they've applauded, like, I don't care that you're applauding, or, you guys are idiots or something.
Yes.
And all of a sudden they're like, ugh. And then I'm like, all right, let's get to work.
Yes.
Yeah, so now the jokes have to, now they will only laugh if they're like, okay, that was really funny. I don't like this guy right now, but that shit is funny.
Yes.
Now you're getting a true test.
And now the current show is a whole different show. Mm-hmm. And it's all yours. Were you embarrassed a little bit to be editor, director, writer, producer, star, serve the coffee,
I wasn't embarrassed because I really love all those jobs. And I felt like I was doing them all competently, so yeah. I mean, I figured, again, you guys can kick me out anytime you want. This is how I feel like doing it. I enjoy all those jobs. I love them.
And the other thing I noticed that I really like about it is that you're the person who talks the least in the show.
Yeah.
That is a great choice so far, because there's such presence to everything falling on you
Yeah.
without you just having to be glib and literate, is what happens on all the other shows.
Right. Yeah, they usually give a lot of responsibility to the lead guy, but the show is about things that I see, I think.
Now, so I thought, you're going to have to admit this at one point in that scene.
Right.
You didn't.
Never.
It was so... I
made her say all of it.
You made her say all of it.
Yeah, it was such an awful, awful way to act. I had broken up with people in the past, and I'm pretty good at communicating. So it wasn't me, and then I started writing it, and I thought about the way I've broken up with people, and I thought, this is boring. But if I'm an idiot, if I do it wrong, that's way more fun.
And I, as one of your fans, am grateful that you're here today.
Thank you.
And you're doing this with me. And I so admire your approach. It's just totally, completely unique. And thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great.
All right, Jane. All right.